Join me as I take on the challenge of growing the most amazing pot tomatoes at home. Let's see if I can actually pull it off. There's something truly special about biting into a juicy fresh tomato that's been grown right in your own backyard. The flavor is unparalleled, and the sense of accomplishment you get from nurturing it from seed to plate is incredibly satisfying. Growing your own tomatoes at home can be a game changer for anyone who loves cooking or just wants to have fresh produce on hand. Growing tomatoes can be a bit tricky though. Pests like hornworms and aphids can quickly destroy your plants if you're not careful. Soil quality is also a major factor. Tomatoes need well-draining, rich soil to produce a bountiful harvest. Choosing the right variety can be overwhelming too, with so many options available. Some tomatoes are better suited for slicing, while others are perfect for canning or sauces. If you're new to growing tomatoes, it can be tough to know where to start. Many people struggle with maintaining the right moisture levels in their soil. Tomatoes need consistent watering to produce well, but overwatering can be just as detrimental as underwatering. This is especially true when growing in pots where the soil can dry out quickly. Getting the watering just right takes some practice, but it's essential for healthy, thriving plants. Another common challenge people face when growing tomatoes is providing the right amount of support. Indeterminate tomato varieties will need staking or caging to keep them upright and encourage maximum fruiting. This can be a bit of a challenge, especially if you're short on space or growing in a small container. You'll need to get creative with your supports, using tomato cages, trellises, or even homemade stakes to keep your plants upright. Common diseases like blight and leaf spot can also wreak havoc on your tomato plants. These diseases can spread quickly, so it's essential to catch them early and take action to prevent them from taking over. Keeping your plants healthy and strong is the best way to prevent disease, but you'll also need to be vigilant and take action at the first sign of trouble. When it comes to selecting the right tomato variety for your garden, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, consider what you want to use your tomatoes for. If you love fresh slices on sandwiches, look for a variety that's known for its size and flavor. If you're more into canning, you'll want a variety that's high in acid and has a dense, meaty texture. You should also think about the mature size of the plant and how much space you have available. For the best results, you'll want to choose a variety that's disease-resistant and suited to your local climate. Some tomatoes are bred specifically for cooler or warmer temperatures, so make sure you're selecting a variety that will thrive in your area. You'll also want to think about the days to maturity. If you've got a short growing season, look for varieties that mature quickly. Preparing the soil is another critical step in growing amazing tomatoes. You'll want to start by testing your soil pH and adjusting it if necessary. Tomatoes love slightly acidic soil with a pH between 6.0 and 6.8. You should also add plenty of organic matter like compost or well-rotted manure to give your tomatoes a nutrient-rich start. Planting your tomatoes at the right depth is also crucial. You'll want to bury them up to their first true leaves, which will help them develop strong roots and a sturdy stem. Make sure the soil is warm before planting and handle the seedlings gently to avoid damaging their roots. With a little care and attention, your tomatoes will be off to a great start. One key insight that can make a huge difference in the growth of your tomatoes is the importance of pruning. Pruning helps control the shape of your plants, encouraging them to produce more fruit and less foliage. It's also a great way to remove any diseased or damaged leaves, which can help prevent the spread of disease. Pruning can be a bit intimidating if you're new to growing tomatoes, but it's actually quite straightforward once you get the hang of it. You'll want to start by removing any lower leaves that are touching the soil, which can help prevent disease. Then trim back any weak or spindly growth and shape the plant to encourage maximum fruiting. Proper watering techniques are also essential for growing amazing tomatoes. You'll want to water deeply but infrequently, encouraging the roots to grow deep into the soil. Avoid getting water on the leaves, which can encourage disease. Instead, water at the base of the plant, where it can soak in slowly. Fertilizing your tomato plants is crucial to ensuring they get the nutrients they need for healthy growth and abundant fruit production. Start by using a balanced fertilizer when you initially plant your tomatoes. As the plants grow, switch to a fertilizer with a higher phosphorus content to encourage flowering and fruiting. Organic options like compost and fish emulsion can also be very effective. Be sure to follow the instructions on any fertilizer you use to avoid over-fertilizing, which can harm your plants. Regular feeding every 2-4 weeks can make a significant difference in the quality and quantity of your tomato harvest. Remember, healthy soil equals healthy plants, and the right fertilizer can give your tomatoes the boost they need to thrive. As you get closer to harvest time, you'll want to keep a close eye on your plants, watching for any signs of disease or pests. Keep the area around your plants weed-free, which will help prevent pests and diseases from taking hold. With a little care and attention, you should be enjoying a bountiful harvest of delicious homegrown tomatoes in no time. Growing tomatoes at home is definitely a rewarding experience, and with a few simple tips and tricks, you can be enjoying a fresh, juicy harvest in no time. From selecting the right variety to pruning and watering, it's all about giving your plants the care and attention they need to thrive. If you've got your own tips or experiences growing tomatoes at home, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Have you tried a particular variety that's worked well for you, or do you have a favorite recipe for using up a fresh harvest? Let me know, and don't forget to like and subscribe and to check out my next video for more gardening tips and tricks.